Alright, BobalosRex here. And sorry for the late video. And it's not a WoW video. I'm talking about Diablo because it's Thursday and I do what I want Thursdays. So, I'm actually excited for the expansion, but I'm going to go over what you get with the expansion and what you can still do without the expansion. And just my opinions on what I've heard so far because I didn't get to test nothing. I ain't test nothing on the PTR. This is coming from just very casual Diablo player. All right? So take that as you will. So let's get into it. The Grand River gates of Nahantu are waiting, and a tortured Narelle drifts further within. So, minor spoils for Diablo 4 story. We know Narelle's got a soul stone, and she heading into this region. Mephisto's involved, and I'm actually very invested in Diablo's story, and that's one of the things I'm excited for. I'm excited to continue the Diablo 4 story, because I kind of vibe with the Diablo stuff, and the cinematics are freaking amazing, alright? And then we get this new class, alright? So this is basically the last couple of days to pre-purchase. They got the big jumbo edition, which is like $90. That's a bit much. I'm trying to get the money to afford that. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm using WoW Gold. Okay, remember, WoW Gold can be turned into BattleNet Balance, can be turned into Diablo expansion. So the launch time for me, East Coast, is going to be 7 p.m. On the 7th. So that's a Monday. We're looking at a Monday launch, and I'm going to be playing on that Monday. I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be back to streaming, at least by then. And then I will link this post and the other posts, so if anyone else wants to go through this on their own, y'all can. And then, of course, the stuff that comes with the expansion, I'm going to go over here, but there is stuff to do outside of the expansion for anyone who owns Diablo 4, but let's go over what's with the new expansion. So, the Vessel of Hatred campaign, I'm excited to do that, and you can just jump right in if you want. Alright, so yeah, you can skip and go right into it. You can play the new campaign on an Eternal character you already have, or play it as a new seasonal realm character. I'm basically going to make the new class, skip the base campaign, and do the Vessel of Hatred campaign on the new class. Alright? Because I remember the old campaign. But you can start the new class, play the whole campaign on the new class to get a refresher, as well as get into the new campaign. So, oh, it's going to tell you here. So, base game content available to all players. New max level 60, which to some people that's lower than the level right now because we can get to 100, but they're redoing the Paragon system, and I think that's pretty good. I think the system they're going into is going to be good from what I've heard, but that's going to be on a... Everyone's going to have their own opinions on it. But the new max level 60... so it'll scale you back to 50. If you remember, 50 is when Paragon started. So now you'll be able to get to 60, and that's full class points, you know, in the main class tree. And then it'll have 300 Paragon levels after 60. So it'll work more like Diablo 3 in that regard. The new difficulty system, which has the 4 difficulties... It's like something, something, and then Penitent. And then it's Torment 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's how the different... There's a post that goes... Maybe it's in this post. And then, yeah, the new Paragon system, the new Paragon max level. Item quality rework. So now we get purples in Diablo. So I'm excited about that. And then we got 2 new character slots, which is always good. I don't really need the room right now, but I think that's going to be good for people who are capped right now. New class skills and passives. They did a bunch of class tuning. New party finder feature. That's the group finder in Diablo. New seasonal content and seasonal rewards. So all of this is available if you already own Diablo 4. So you can dip your toes into some of the new changes, not the new content, but some of the new changes, as well as the seasonal content, which is new content in that regard, and see if you like it before you're going to drop $40. Or, in my opinion, and this is what I told Cheese, I would wait for Christmas, because there's probably going to be a sale, and then you could probably get the game for half off, maybe, or something, if you're interested. So, it may be something to check out. So, if you see me streaming and you want to see how it is before you get it, you can check it out. So, what you get for having the expansion. So, you can only go to these... You can only have access to this if you get the expansion. Nihonto region, the new class, the new campaign, the renown of the new region, the rune words, which I've kind of looked into, but I'm not too well versed in. But the high-end... That's... It's beyond what me as a casual player really... Or my type of casual player is really digging into right now. Maybe I'll have opinions on it when I actually get to play it, but it's not something I'm really like, oh my god. But here's the thing. Some people are happy about this, or at least interested in it. So there may be something with those. You got the new raid, which actually has me excited. The Dark Citadel is like a Diablo raid where you have to have at least 2 people, but apparently it's balanced around 4 or something. All I know is it's raids in Diablo with like tier sets that you can unlock, like armors and stuff, which has me really interested. And then if you do it on the hardest difficulty, you apparently can get a mount. And I'm like, they adding mythic raid mounts and raids into Diablo? I'm in. And it's got 4 difficulties for the 4 torments. Oh my god. So I'm, as a WoW, hardcore WoW player, I'm excited for the Dark Citadel. Then you got mercenaries. You know, I think they kind of work. They got some extra stuff, but they're kind of like the mercenaries we've had in Diablo coming back, and then some of them seem really interesting, and they have their own reps too. So that's interesting to me. Okay, hold on. The shot is trying to kill me. So that's gonna be good. The Karas Undercity is like a time mode or something they got going on. I'm not well versed in that either. Therefore, it's not something I'm really hyped about. But I am hyped about the raid. I'm hyped about the new story, the campaign, and the class. And then they also trading for the vessel. You can't trade Vessel of Hatred materials to non-Vessel of Hatred owner people to have it. And then of course, what is this? Skittering Earth holds the Dark Citadel. Wait a minute. From October 8th to November 8th, if you manage to complete the Dark Citadel, you will earn the Reigns of the Longfur Beast, a formidable... Oh, you have a month to do it? Oh no, it's a pay to win! You gotta pay to get it! Oh my god, you gotta pay into the expansion to get it. Non-expansion owners can't go for that mount in that first month. That sucked. Oh well. You got a month to get a mount. That's crazy. But you get the new party finder. And they've been giving away free rewards in the shop. Alright, and then there's streams. They're doing a link up with Discord, it looks like, for weapon bundle. So you stream yourself. Oh, it's like the WoW quest. Okay, so that's easy. You stream yourself for 15 minutes, get some weapon transmog, Sea of Voices weapon bundle. Okay. Then there's going to be Twitch drops from October 8th to November 5th. as well as they're doing the 2 gifted subs for anyone within the Diablo 4 directory. So I will be streaming that. So if you are a Diablo player and you watch me and you want to get those, I will hopefully, my channel will be able to give you the drops and whatnot, if you want to support me there. And then there, I don't know what this is. And then they're thanking us. That's good. They can thank us with half off. But anyway, so that's what you need to know for Vessel of Hatred. And I mentioned what I'm excited to do in Vessel of Hatred. Did I die? No, I lived. Cool. Alright, so that's what I'm excited for in Vessel of Hatred. But we also got seasonal news. Conquer the colossal foes in the Season of Hatred Rising. So, this is the season that starts... Oh, it starts October 7th, 4 p.m. So, finish up your seasonal rewards. You got to the 7th, it looks like. So, that's literally why I'm on Diablo right now. So, in the new season, you have these big Rift Realm Walkers. I remember these from Diablo 3. I think they look cool. And the new versions look really cool. They're big, thick boys. Alright, so these will pop up. You'll kill them. You go into the portal. You do the thing. And then you actually get to target items in this, which I think is really cool. 5 regions. Realm Walker will spawn in a region every 15 minutes. Once an hour, a second Realm Walker will appear in Nahantu in addition to being somewhere in Estuary. Okay. So, expansion owners get a bonus one. The first Realm Walker of every hour spawn in Estuary will be a Whisper. Every 3 hours, the Realm Walker spawn in Nahantu will be a Whisper. Okay. Expansion owners get a bonus. But they are letting people not in the expansion do stuff, which I think is good. Like I said, if you haven't been back to Diablo 4, this is probably going to be a good season to come back and at least give it a shot, especially with the Paragon rebalancing and the class stuff, if you've been away for a while. And of course, the seasonal content to play it is free if you own Diablo 4, but you can pay extra for the little goodies. And there's some free stuff on there too. And then there's Seething Realms. Yeah, you go into the realm, you select the challenge, you get some goodies. I haven't really looked through this because the seasonal stuff isn't what got me excited. You know, I already laid out what I'm excited for. And then bolster the Zakharum remnants in a new quest. New rep. You just grind the rep, you know what it is. Major... Okay, so yeah, the big thing, the leveling adjustments, the Paragon, the stat adjustments, the new difficulty system. See, normal, hard, expert, penitent. All available from the start. And then to unlock the torments... Alright. Okay, you have to have completed the game's campaign to unlock penitent. Alright. And then for the torments, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you have to reach level 60 and unlock the pits and tier 1 through 20. Beating a pit tier 20 unlocks torment tier 1. And the thing they mentioned about the new torment system is once you get to torment 1, all the end game items, the mythics, the ancestrals, all that stuff, they can start dropping. But as you increase your torment level, the drop chances go up. Now, I'm going to be real. Having played Diablo 3, I think 1 through 4 is fine. I don't want to have like Torment 20, okay, by season 10, okay? Just keep it at 1 through 4, okay? And then, yeah, you just beat higher level pits, you unlock higher torments, and then torment difficulties curse you. Monsters will no longer have level displayed and will scale to the difficulty you're playing on. That's good. They did some masterworking material stuff. So masterworking materials are now going to drop from Nightmare Dungeons, Infernal Horde, and Vessel of Hatred's Undercity. And the pit is for leveling glyphs. So now if you want to level glyphs, you do the pit. And they change how glyphs level. And they get even higher level and more powerful. And then Nightmare Dungeons, Infernal Hordes, and the Undercity are where you get masterworking materials. Alright, and then apparently in the raid, they have a very easy way for you to get that masterwork tempering scroll or whatever it is. So that's cool for the people doing that. You can only have 5 Paragon boards now, so this is good for me because I'm gonna be real, right? Whenever I'm pulling up this Paragon board, and I gotta look up all these Paragon boards, and then it's just like, okay, I gotta be going this way and here and there, and then oh, there's that one. Don't even get the legendary skill. Just go back over to here, and then gotta add 5 more. It's too much. It's too much to me, in my opinion. You know, can I do it? Yes, but I'm just looking up a guide and doing all the stuff. I think it's going to be much easier where you pick 5. You can only have 5. So now it's easier for people. You can start interchanging. I think there's more interesting stuff you can do when you have some limitations like that. So you're going to only have 5 boards. And they're adding more a new board as well for each class. And then it will get people for like that last 100 Paragon points from... They said getting to 200 will be easier than getting to 300. But then that last 100 points, like other creators have been saying, is just going to be extra. Like little bits of extra juice. Which means once you get to 200, you're feeling good. And then that extra is just the icing on the cake. Well, sometimes, in my opinion, the icing pulls it together, but maybe the cherry on top. And then the item quality rework. We felt sacred ancestral items lost their specialness and flair, so they've changed it. Ancestral items start dropping in Torment 1. Ancestral items always drop at item power 800, which is the new highest. It's not like 925 now. Great Air affixes only appear on ancestral items. Ancestral items always contain at least 1 Great Air affix. So, basically, it seems like Sacred's gone. Ancestral... Yeah, Sacred items are no longer drop. So, once you get to Torment, you start getting Ancestrals. So, you basically go from blues to yellows to legendaries to Ancestrals. Very simple line. And then, of course, you'd have the mythic uniques and whatnot put in as well. Sacred items are no longer drop. Non-ancestral items are capped at item power 750. Legendary items drop when you're 60. Will always be power level 750. That's good. They're making items even more clear to the average player. Like, for me, I'm going to be able to look at it a lot easier and decide what's good and what's bad and what I need to do. Because as much as they did a lot of work with the itemization in the last patch, you're still having to be like, okay, what's the item level power? But then you're like, is that better? Is it not? Now it's just going to be flat. I'm looking at 800 power level and then 750 for the 1. Simple. Easy. You know, you still got to sift through all the stats or whatever, but I think it's going to be a lot clearer for the layman. Alright, because character levels are being readjusted, okay, so they're just adjusting all the old items. Waypoints and wardrobe updates. Instead of teleporting by default to the closest waypoint located in your city hub, you can favorite a new waypoint to teleport to by default. You get to pick your city, your home city. That's good. I forgot about that. And wardrobe can now be accessed through a button in the character menu. We all get the yak. If you're a WoW player, you're used to the yak. And well, I guess the bear now. But now you can train your transmog anywhere. That's great. You don't even need a mount for it. And then they're adding skills, awaken power using new class skills and passives, so that's good. Class, you can. It's not really a class rework. They're just adding stuff to the classes, so that's good. New passives. You know, I'm just gonna pick whatever build is blasting, especially if I'm trying to get into the raid. Unlock rewards with the season journey and battle pass. Yep, you can do they're talking about the battle pass, yada yada yada. If you get the big bundle right here, I'm gonna talk about this because this is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna hopefully have the money to get the big bundle, which is extremely priced, don't get me wrong. But it gives you like 3,000 platinum. And I don't buy anything in this shop, right? I don't buy the skins. So with this... Where is it? It gives you 3,000 platinum, right? Basically, that 3,000 platinum is going to buy every season from now until the end of Diablo 4 for me. Because I don't spend it. And then you get some return on the season passes. So that's going to be my deal. Now, unless you got the cash or you're as hyped for this as me, or are just going to stream it, I wouldn't do that. But that's how I feel about it. So, then you got Party Finder, which is good. We're making Diablo more WoW-like. They added the good stuff from Diablo and WoW a while back. So, I'm happy with what they're doing here. I guess that's a new set they're selling. Community guides. Oh, they linked all the guides. That's cool. So, Diablo's straight up like, hey, if you want to just copy and paste a build and play Diablo, here you go. Pre-launch live stream and that. So yeah, that's all the Diablo stuff. I'm actually super excited for it. I am going to be streaming it. You can check it out, see if you're interested. If you're not, that's fine. Don't get it. Honestly, I'm not telling you to get the game. I just wanted to talk about what I'm excited for, which is the story, the new class. I really like the Jaguar Warrior aesthetic. You know, I really like Aztec. I really like ancient history. I played a lot of the Age of Empires, Civ. So when they rolled out the Jaguar Warriors, I was like, yes, let's go. So I'm down for the new class. The new area looks good. The season looks decent. And then as far as the system changes, since that's not my forte, because I'm more casual, a lot of it does look casual friendly from the get-go, making it simpler, making it easier for me to do. And did I say anything else? I mean, it is expensive, but I'm glad you can still play some of the new seasonal stuff and test out the changes in the base game. Oh, and the raid. I'm hyped for the raid. I'm very interested in the raid. I gotta convince Cheese to get it so I can raid with her, because we can do it as two, but I'm gonna have to look for a group. I know there's some Diablo players that follow me. Hopefully they'll stop by the stream and we can get this Dark Citadel done, because I want the kitty mount. I like that they're basically adding mythic raid mounts to Diablo, but hopefully they make them attainable after the fact in a way. I like prestige stuff, but base Diablo needs better mounts as a thing, okay? We need more earnable mounts in Diablo, as well as more earnable armor sets in Diablo. We shouldn't have to buy stuff in the shop to look cool, in my opinion. Anyways, thank you for watching as always. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.